I just ended the video on accident, so we're picking up where we just were. Sorry about that. Um, so yeah, he drops it to you. You come here because we have Daniel kind of coming up this way, and he's going this way, so you would have a ton of room. But either way, it's kind of dangerous play here. You're able to get it out, and again, just kind of unnecessary dangies. Luckily, so I think you kind of have a pass across here, but we do manage to find Quacky. Quacky does a good job coming back to get this, so that's good there. And not much really happens for a little bit. So this is a mistake here by Mort. So potentially a little bit too much space, not terrible though. The thing is, you have to recognize right here, they're about to gain control of the puck. They have two guys, one coming this way, one's probably about to turn. We have our three guys are all kind of in a line here. So you're the last man back, and you have to immediately turn towards the middle. You almost always, as a defenseman, like, you don't want to turn like this when you have two guys here, because one of them is most likely going to go here or mid. So if you're turning towards the boards, you're just giving them too much space. And you do turn towards the middle, it's just too late, obviously. So the turn needs to happen right here. That's where you have to start turning. You have to recognize this guy's going to pass you if you don't make a turn right away. He does a really good job receiving that. We get lucky that he just missed the net point blank, but here's a panic play by Galch coming up. So he does a good job back checking, but then he has a little bit of room to skate this around. There's no one over on these boards for you to pass to, Galch. You swing it anyways. There probably should have been someone, but because there was a scramble, I understand why there wasn't anyone over there. So just recognize when you have some time what you do here. Just skate it. I'm going to skip forward a little bit. So here, the puck. So a few things here. Zod is pretty wide open over here. Granted, they do have two guys right here, so it is potentially a dangerous pass. We also do have Mort kind of, oh, wrong color. We have Mort going up this way, so there's another pass option here for Quacky. But Galch, I think you're too deep here. I mean, it's good you are drawing two guys towards you, but you're essentially triple covered. Which again, since you are pulling these guys away, it does leave Zod open, so it's not a huge deal. But I think at this point, you probably want to start turning either, wrong color again. You either want to turn all the way over here or towards the middle. Ideally, it causes some confusion between them, because Doc should probably be the one to cover you, and Nico should cover Zod. But yeah, just a little bit too deep here potentially. Quacky just kind of has to send it up and it gets taken away. Does a good job recovering. Let me skip forward a little bit more. It's just going to be a nice shot here by Mort. Good shit. I get kind of lucky on that one. And then Mort, you're going to lose your coverage, I believe, coming up. Yeah, so first, when he starts to turn, you should be turning with him. You want to mirror him, because now there's this huge gap that we don't want. But then, not only that, you have to recognize that you have to cover this guy. You can't delay, there's no reason for you to be going to these boards, because look where the puck is. This guy is about to get the puck right here. He's not going to send it to these boards. There's no one there for him to pass to. There's no reason for him to pass to him, so the obvious option is here. You immediately need to turn. This is an inexcusable play, honestly. Potentially, yeah, I mean, we can't have this happen, giving easy breakaways up that are easily recognizable. So that was a tough one. You just got to call it out like Cap, if you see that happen, don't be afraid to let the defenseman know. So here again, we're going to get a situation where potentially forwards might get too deep here. Mort does a good job taking that body away. But then we kind of just fling it up and it gets broken out again, or broken up again. Ideally, Quacky should go to these boards, given a round option, because Zod's going to come here, get the puck. Mort bodies this guy. Galish realistically probably should continue coming down here, because then, so if Zod swings the puck this way to Galish, Galish can receive it here. Quacky, if he sees that, he can actually turn up then, and then Galish has a pass over here. Conversely, if wrong color again. So Quacky goes this way, Zod swings around here, then Galish can read that, turn this way. Quacky gets the face here, maybe turns a little bit, and then he can try and pass it up to Galish. Instead, both of our forwards turn away from the puck, and we get in a sticky situation. Because Zod doesn't, I mean, really, Zod should have just kept skating this. He had a lot of room here. So it was a mistake for him to do what he does. But then we get caught too deep and he has no one really to pass to. There's a situation where Zod, you probably could have just sent this up to Galish right here. But we just turn it over, essentially. Galish does a good job. Almost got a chance. Here, costly mistake here, where Mort and Quacky don't communicate. And so Quacky should be the one pressuring this, and because of that, you have to see Mort that they have one guy that's going this way, one guy that looks like he's going this way, and one guy that's going to the puck. So if we have this guy going here, the only person that can possibly cover Renegade as he's going up is you. So again, you have to see this, recognize this one isn't going to be yours, and you have coverage of the deep, or the guy that's going to be deep. You got to be thinking, especially on defense, you really shouldn't even be looking at the ice at this point. You should be watching the minimap, and seeing Renegade streaking. I'm the only one that could possibly cover him. It's actually Daniel, or no, it is Renegade. So again, another breakaway just off of lack of communication and positioning and recognition. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. So I'm only gonna do these two periods. So here, Zod, just get this in. Don't turn it over. For a player of your caliber, this type of play can't happen. You have Galish in this corner. No reason to get too fancy here. Just get it in. So then coming up, a bit of a scramble here. Good try, Galch, with that. Just a little bit too far to the center. Here's going to be a kind of a poor turn on Zod's part. So you just miss the puck and it leads to a turnover. So you're turning this way, which is fine. Payne has coverage sort of on this guy. So this puck's coming down here. All you have to do is just keep skating and let it come to you. And then you probably can skate around, you probably turn up, but don't do a jump turn and lose all your momentum and give the puck away for no reason. So then, and they get a really good chance off of just a poor mistake. Next one is just going to be this crazy pass. Great recognition by Quacky, fitting it through, threading the needle between those two players. Good receive. Unfortunately, it hits off the heel, but another good attempt to get it across. Good read again. Just tough play because they do have that defender, so you have to sauce it. And if that gets past his stick right here, Quacky probably can play it off the board. So I like the play there. So we're gonna have another. I'm skipping that forward. Sorry, I'll show the goal. Sick. Wait, let's see what. Oh, Quacky, big block. It's a good forecheck there. So then we're gonna go to. I guess I'll show this one. Pretty nutty shot off a physicsing puck. So Payne, you're gonna lose your man. You have to cover Daniel here. But you hesitate, you think you might be able to play this puck. It's just not a situation that we need to do, really, because Quacky has coverage on Nico. So even if this puck does get played short, we already have coverage here. So you want to make sure you follow this guy, stay on the inside of him, kind of like curl here, so that if this guy gets the puck somewhere around here, he can't cut in on you. You want to just kind of just keep him on the outside. But again, could have been really dangerous here because we have nobody back. But good break up there by Quacky. So then skip it forward a little bit. So here's going to be a situation. Zod's too deep again. We have good coverage over here with Payne and Daniel. And they have three guys kind of deep. So there's no reason for you to be going this way when this is where everyone on their team is. So you should be immediately turning back here to cover in case the puck comes this way. Look how deep you are. You're not covering anyone. So had you been here, we have a shot with pretty open shot pretty much right away. You do get it and not much on it. So coming up, Payne, you're going to lose Daniel again right there. So right here, you have to recognize he's gonna get past you if you don't immediately turn to cover. We have Quacky here to cover these boards if it gets swung around. Zod's in good position here, and Galch is forechecking. So you have to recognize we have three guys here, meaning you're the one guy that can cover deep. So you can't let the guy get past you. And it leads to this opportunity. Luckily, it's physicsing. but again, almost scored a goal off of missed coverage. Bit of a whiff there, but that's okay. Zod, pass this puck. Don't turn it over. So we have, so Pain should ideally kind of give you either an around, or as you kind of skate this up, then Pain can kind of go over here to give you a cross. And we also have Quacky going this way too. Galch is kind of double coverage, but that's fine because he's drawing both of these guys, giving you room to skate it. But now Quacky and Payne are both pretty wide open. We have this whole area kind of to work with, since Galch took those two guys away. So it's not a situation where we should be having a turnover. And again, leads to another good chance for them. Well, relatively. We're lucky he doesn't put that in right there. So this is a situation right here where Quack, you do a good job getting it back to him, but you want to, in my opinion, you don't want to skate into coverage into Nico. You want to be getting open. So I think you should actually turn back here, give Payne, as he's skating this way, give him an option to come back around you. Because we have Zod kind of over here, Galch is super deep, which is fine because it's forcing these two guys to kind of pay attention to him. But again, Quack, you're skating into coverage, into where your other forward is, and look at how much space you would have had if you just chilled here, because they have three guys all right here. Again, why are we not utilizing that space? Why are we skating towards their defenseman? It leads to a turnover. Luckily, Zod does a good job. Again, I don't put that really on Payne. I mean, not the ideal play. Zod should have stayed on these boards, so that Payne would have had a play to pass to. Good job there, breaking it up. Here's going to be another situation where Payne, you lose Daniel for the third time. Not huge because Quacky turns back to cover because Zod goes into the zone. So good recognition by Quacky to turn back. But then what ends up happening because of this, so now we kind of have two guys back here, two guys on this side, which leaves them with a ton of room to work with over here. So it's not ideal, but given that Zod went forward, I don't mind Quacky turning back here. But they still end up with a guy deep. Cap does a good job. I think that's it. And let this play out. That was a bit sketchy there. Probably could have sent that around right to Quacky. If you go hard right away, Quacky can get it here. Galch can kind of turn up, potentially even come to the middle. Like Quacky turns, and then he has a passing option. But instead we do a bit of a risky play here. You sort of pull it off. And nice opportunity. Big ripper. All right, that's it. Good game. So I'm skipping the third period, which was probably one of our better periods. But yeah, slow start to this game and a lot of blown coverages. in general. But good shit.